Hi kids, how are you? It's me again, at home. And this week, I want to explain something new to you. So, this is what happened.
So, this is me at home trying to think how I can explain this to you and how you can do it if you don't have tímperas or watercolors at home. Until suddenly, I got an idea.
Coffee. Yes, I know. I love coffee. Maybe you don't drink coffee. But listen. Once I saw an artist who was painting with watercolors, but instead of using water for the watercolors, what he was using was coffee. And the results, believe me or not, were quite good. So, this is what I want us to learn today. You know how sometimes you have one color, like, say, yellow, for example, and you want to make it like a lighter yellow. What do? You add a white. So if you add a white to that yellow, you get a lighter yellow. But then, if you want to make it darker, you add black, and you get like a darker yellow. So that's what we call shades of one color. Darker shades and lighter shades of that color, okay? So, what I want you to do is to explore and see how many shades you can get of one color using coffee in this case, but you can use tea or you can use mate or you can use even curry or okay, I'll give you more ideas afterwards, but this is what I did and I want you to do, okay?
For this activity, what you will need is first of all a bit of water. Okay, water is very important. Then you can have a paintbrush. If you don't have a paintbrush at home, it doesn't matter. You can use a sponge or you can use Q-tips, you know, those that you use to clean your ears. And you're also going to need a bit of coffee. I've got coffee here. It can be tea. I'll show you later how that works out. You can use coffee or tea, okay? But it does have to be liquid, okay? And you will also need a piece of paper, okay? The size of this paper is not that important. It is important that you get to practice here, okay? So you need to have enough space to practice. Okay, good. So this is what I want you to do. First thing that you do is, this looks so weird, I know, coffee. So, is see how that liquid that you have, what color you get, okay? I don't know if you noticed, but for example, if I do this there and I don't spread it, it has one color that is different to this color. Do you see? What happens if I keep on adding coffee to this? It is still darker than this one. Yes? Okay, now I want to see what happens if I add a bit of water. Do you see that it's lighter? This color is lighter than this one. And if I spread it more, look what happens. Here I'm painting and you can hardly see it, but there is a color, okay? So let me show you up close because you see it differently. There, okay? The light is not the best and my camera is not the best. It's from my cell phone. So, see what I mean? You see how, look how the water is sliding. Remember when you paint at school and I always tell you not to tilt your folders because the water slides? Okay, that's what happens. Maybe what you can do is you can let it dry. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to use another paper, okay? Whoa, I'm going to use this to clean up a bit so I don't stain my paper. And I'm going to see what happens if I mix tea. Okay, tea is much lighter than coffee. You see the color that you get? Much, much lighter. But still, if I add, the more tea that I add, the darker it's going to get. If I add water, it's going to be, you won't be able to see it, nearly transparent. Do you see that? Okay, I don't want to move it a lot because But you see what I mean about color intensity? Like you can get different shades of one color. Now you can do this with coffee or with tea, or you can even use some mate if you want to do it. You can also have juice from a beetroot. Do you know what a beetroot is? That's the word in Spanish. And if not, you can use different spices. Like for example, curry is a spice and you use it for food. You can mix it with water and you will get different shades of, I think it will look kind of yellowish, okay? So take your time and explore and see how you can paint with this. If you want, if you're ready for it, you can try and see how you can use it, okay, in a drawing. Here, I made this. Yes, maybe you're laughing because this is my typical drawing when we're at school. Okay, but just to see how you can use these different shades, okay? Like for example, I'm going to use this coffee as it is, and I'm going to add a bit of water here to make it lighter in the front. Okay, so I have like a lighter color here and maybe a darker color in the back. Maybe what I can do is add a very dark shade to this tree. Maybe do this. Of course, it's like watercolors. Yes, you have to be very careful that it's dry before you use it, not as I did. And maybe look, I'm going to mix it. I'm going to use some tea now that I know that it's lighter for this sky. There we go. And there you see, okay? Do you see the different shades? Maybe you see it better there. It's full of water. Okay, this is the picture of this dry. So now it's your turn to discover how many shades of one drink you can make. Have fun!